Hello, welcome to the Steam Release Podcast. I am your host, CoderBear, and joining us today, a special guest. We have TheRadioTom returning for his second appearance, and now we can see his lovely face.
I'm here against my will. I mean, hi.
I'm not sitting in the other room, I swear.
How did I get in here? How do I get out of this box?
And Roadie Pie, the Riveter, is present today as well. Welcome.
Yay, we can do it. We can get through these Steam games.
Oh my word. And we've got some Steam games. It's been a little bit quiet this week because E3. No one wants to release a game on E3, but we still found some good gems. And but before we get to that, we've just got a few topics to talk about. So first, what did we play this last week? RadioTom, what have you been up to? Well, I guess since the last time you were on, if you haven't done much this week.
True. No, this week we streamed some Don't Starve on Friday, which that was interesting because I hadn't played that game in several years, so it was trying to remember everything and panicking while trying to also entertain folks. Of course, I'm a Binding of Isaac addict, so I played a lot of that, and then not much else in all honesty. There was Stardew Valley that I got rehooked on, and then yesterday was just a big PC maintenance game, or PC maintenance day, as my CPU cooler went down. So
oh no,
oh yeah.
Do you have a wind cooler or a liquid cooler?
Water.
Oh liquid. Yeah, I've got a water cooler. Oof.
So yeah, that was my day yesterday.
Yeah, that'll take up a day.
Yeah. When things go wrong like that, it's so frustrating, and it's like,
Yeah. When I saw that my CPU hit like 89 Celsius, we have a problem.
Oh my god.
Right.
Yeah, I'm so happy it didn't fry. But anyway, going on.
Yeah, absolutely. Roadie Pie, what have you been doing this last week?
I'm like trying to get through my Steam list. So maybe that's not been going so well because maybe I've got a game addiction problem with Final Fantasy XI now. I can quit though at any time. I'm pretty sure, although that's not quite happening.
Welcome to the Intervention Podcast.
I want your intervention.
Intervention.
But yeah, it's I obviously did dip on Final Fantasy 14 as well. Saw the letter from the producer live. Super excited for the expansion. But yeah, on 11, just after not being on there for, I think it's been 6 years or something, and just seeing how behind you are on everything. But I was never I was very close to getting like the top gear of the like weapons and everything, but I'm just like it's so, you have to be so committed in that game because you got to buy tokens, you've got to grind, you got to grind away and away. And the new weapons, I was talking to my LS leader who's still been playing, and we were just like, we're just never gonna get stuff like that, and it's really sad. I always felt like that. It's always like, this is just like too big of a mountain for us to reach, and I've always felt like that on that game, and I think that's why I would get to a point where I just say, no, I've had enough, and just put it down really. But yeah, we've been doing like old content and doing Void Watch and stuff, and we were just like, we gotta run to this place, we gotta get this mustache. It's just been so much fun, fun, and it's always good to play with someone who knows what they're doing.
Absolutely. The issue with MMOs, they always have to develop for to keep people busy between updates. And I feel almost like that's sort of the wrong mentality degree, because I really like games where I can get caught up and maybe just leave it be, which is more like what 14 is. I can leave 14B for a month or two, go do something else, and you know what? I'm such a faithful customer. I enjoy the game so much that I will come back as soon as there's an update.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. No, absolutely. Absolutely. I feel the same with 14. It's like, because when they do the update, you can get all the MSQs, the main scenario quests done, and then not come back to it for a few months, and or even you can leave it until the next expansion comes out, and then just play through everything you missed within, like, you know, a few months, and then you say, well, yeah, I'm done. Whereas Final Fantasy 11, they make it so impossible and so time consuming for you to kind of be at that peak.
Yeah,
top players.
It's very old school in that way.
However, I am 129th best player on my server.
129th. Wow.
Out of, I think it's 1,500 or something like that.
Hey. So, I was about to make the out of 130 joke, but
gone in there before you.
She knows me. No.
Right. Let me see. As far as me, I played more Divinity Original Sin, Divinity Original Sin 2, I should say. I am now on Reaper's Coast, or Reaper's Coast. Which, you know, if for those who are familiar, there's the Fort Joyce stuff, and then there's the ship stuff, and now I'm past the ship stuff, so I'm on dry land again. I have no idea what this new land is yet because I haven't met anyone, but apparently there's a town somewhere that I'm supposed to find. But yeah, it's been a blast. It's like playing a game of D&D with an excellent game master, because the game is so good at predicting what you're gonna do. So. Or like, that's really cool. They have so many different options that you feel like it's your own choice, and it definitely, like, there's some bottlenecking of the story, of course.
It has to, yeah.
Yeah, because otherwise it'd just be unmanageable. But there's so many ways. There's always more than one way to solve a problem. So it's pretty cool. Let me see. And with that, I mean, besides playing Final Fantasy 14, of course, that's basically all I've done. All right, so something else did happen this week, which may have cut into some of my gameplay time, and that is E3. So we had the big dump of E3 news. We got to see a breathtaking Keanu Reeves.
Oh, yeah.
And
the internet darling right now.
Oh, yeah, he's the internet darling. Please remain an internet darling.
Yeah, no kidding. I'm waiting for the Keanu scandal to hit. And I was like, no,
please,
not
no.
Keanu.
Because it's like, it seems to always happen. It's like, oh, I like you so much. Oh, no, you're a bad person.
He did this 3 years ago, and it's like, oh, you're cancelled now.
Yeah,
can't love him anymore.
My heart can't take it. But, yeah, it was overall a great show. Devolver Digital had their new 20-minute bit, and we actually have a few Devolver games this week. They announced a ton of titles for this year and next, so our future shows are probably going to have a Devolver game every other week, most likely. And let me see, what was my highlight of the E3? Yeah, probably Cyberpunk 2077. Yeah. Anyhow, what about you guys?
What'd you get, Miss Rhodey?
Oh no, I'll let you go first. Guess go first.
Oh, okay. My apologies. I was trying to be polite for once in my life.
Go ahead, RadioTom. I should just call out who.
No. It's fine. Okay. I was just trying to be nice and not jump in. But fine. I'll take my moment here in the sun. Hello. Yes, it is mine. All mine. Of course, Final Fantasy VII was huge. Which it was interesting for me because it's a game I never grew up with because I was always on the Nintendo side of life. But it was the first game I came back and streamed about a year ago was Final Fantasy VII. So, of course, playing it then, now seeing the update and what it might be, that was interesting. But I was sitting there in anticipation the whole time, and I'm sticking with Square because, of course, I'm a big comic nerd, and seeing the Avengers trailer now has me both nervous for it because what they showed, I'm not the biggest fan of, but when they were saying no loot boxes, free content updates, I was like, okay, you're actually listening to consumer issues. Okay. So yeah, it's somewhere between Final Fantasy VII R and Avengers are kind of tied on my top two.
Yeah, I mean, both of those are Square Enix titles, so it's going to be interesting seeing how they do that. Yep. Did they announce what platform Final Fantasy VII Remake's going to be on? I don't remember.
PlayStation for certain, but I believe it was also going to be out on Xbox One and maybe PC. I'm not 100%.
If it's on Xbox One, that'll probably be on PC as well. But yeah, so that's cool, but probably not on Steam. Yeah. So what about you, Rhodey?
Well, Devolver Digital, that's kind of what I look forward to each year now, because they just have a completely wacky and amazing presentation. Even though if I may not be interested in any of the games they present, but also I really liked the Nintendo Rune Factory 4. They presented that again. And it reminds me, oh yeah, that's supposed to be coming out soon. And I think, oh, should I get a Switch? Should I get it? I mean, am I just buying it for one game? No, because Pokemon's coming out as well.
Yeah.
What should I do?
There are so many good games that have come out on the Switch lately that Yeah, I'm kind of thinking that for the next gen, the PS5 and the Xbox One X, or whatever the next Xbox One is going to be, they just do not attract me that much. And the Switch, which is the first game of this next gen, just like they were the first one, the Wii U was the first platform for the previous gen. It's definitely weaker than the others of the current gen, but they just got such good titles. It's like.
Yeah, and right now the Switch too is if you watch their sales figures at all, they're on track with how the PS4 started. And PS4 is currently the highest selling. They're about to beat, I believe, the Wii for all time. As far as they go, and projection numbers and all that, they only missed like 17 million units this year by not much, is what they at least told investors. So they're on track to be huge. And now, of course, I want to say Nintendo probably won E3 this year with what they said between the Breath of the Wild 2 announcement, a little bit more for Smash, the Pokemon stuff. So with that alone, their sales numbers for the Switch are only going to go up.
Yeah.
And also, when I were fans with their mention about crunch culture as well, but then, shareholders didn't like that so much. So it's just a reminder that, when you try and do good, the shareholders are the ones that are messing it up for everyone, I think.
Yeah, that's the problem with being a publicly traded company. Oh, sincerely day, hello. But yeah, we had I think definitely as far as indie games go, Devolver Digital carried the show. Square Enix, I would say, was 75-25, good to not so great. The Xbox, I don't remember anything from the Xbox thing except Keanu Reeves, so...
Dewey was blinded by the light.
Yes. So I guess that was fine. No. And then Bethesda was like, are you going to talk about games? Games? Any games? Are you releasing anything?
Yeah, it was awkward that they were there.
Yeah. I mean, there was a Doom thing, but... Yeah. That's the extent of it.
Yeah. I think the other thing that I was surprised too was watching and going back to Square Nintendo, and I'm gonna hit them like a dead horse, I'm sorry, was that the Square presser had so much for the Dungeon Quest Builders 2.
Mm-hmm.
And then all of a sudden Nintendo had it again the same day, and I was like, all right, I know the game's coming out July, so you're trying to plug it, but Square had like so much time invested showing it, and then you also have Nintendo the next day doing the same thing. Like, is this what we want to focus time on? Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, don't you have more stuff to talk about?
No.
Yeah, that can happen. It's just It's I imagine it's very different for people who were there at the show though, so than for us who were just watching it on videos. But yeah. Anyhow, so I guess that pretty much covers up our E3 coverage. Brownest of Bears, my brother. Hello.
Brownest of Bears.
It's a joke because I'm Dewey Bear.
Hi, my old roommate. What's up, buddy?
Devolver Bootleg is the funny.
Everyone's telling me I should get the Switch.
Yes,
yeah, you really should.
I really want to get one as well. But
yeah, Brownest of Bears is a new purchaser of a Switch as of this week.
Ah,
No.
The problem is it's like, when would I play it? Because I know a lot of people, you know, they play it on their commute or something like that, but it's like I don't really have that much time of a commute. I don't really do much of a commute. A lot of my work is done at home, and then I'm still trying to get through my Steam list, so it's just like
Yep.
Yeah, I get it.
All right, so we do have one more thing before we get to the release list, and that is we have some first impressions on Plasticity, and I believe like the one who played it was Sincerely Day. So, Rody Pie, please let us know what the first impressions.
Yeah, I watched Day play it. I missed like the first 15 minutes of it. But it was so short. It was a lot shorter than I thought it was going to be. But it looks very beautiful. It's and you have to decide whether you're going to make the world better, sort of thing, because it's a big. It's like such a huge task. But it's like, are you going to take the responsibility, and are you going to try and make things better? But it's very sort of hard, very on the nose sort of thing. It's not even that, it's just like environment, you got to take care of things, rather than being a bit clever about it, I suppose.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's 32 minutes long. I mean, it's a free game.
It's free.
But at the same time, I think, I don't know, the story could have been a little bit better. I feel like most of it was just, you go from, you do a few puzzle bits and you move a few things around, and that's about it.
It could have used a lot more window dressing of like character development, maybe a bit more backstory for the characters, and
seeing it is a student project, however, from USC, I'm just wondering how much time they actually had to put into it.
Probably one semester.
Exactly. So I'm wondering if there's enough buzz behind it that someone might take the reins behind it and keep like fleshing it out more over time. But
I'd love that. I really would like them to keep, this is just like a seed of an idea, and they're going to like make a bigger development with it. I hope.
So they were featured at a booth for E3, and a dev also informed us, one of the three artists, that there will be updates to Plasticity. So I don't know if that's gonna lengthen the game or just fix some bugs, but it would be cool if this maybe could become a much more fully fleshed product. So, but it is still a free game, so it's more of a thing for their resume.
No.
Yep.
It's a very beautiful looking game though. So if you got like half an hour to spare, definitely give this a go.
Alrighty, and with that, we can get started on our release list.
We do have one honorable mention.
Oh, we do have one honorable mention? Okay.
Yes. Well, yes. Sorry. Yeah. The Myth Seekers 2.
Myth. How do you spell that? Myth Seekers?
The Myth Seekers.
Oh, Myth Seekers.
Yeah.
Myth Seekers.
2.
2. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Yep. Myth Seekers.
So,
City.
Yeah. So this is a sequel to obviously Myth Seekers, and it's published by Artifex Mundi, and but it's developed by Sunward Games. They do pretty good hidden object games, I have to say. I really enjoyed the first one, and it's like, you know, you've got to find out
hidden stuff.
Indeed, but yeah, you're a strange artifact has been excavated on the coast of Brittany, and now the agents of the Myth Seekers are in grave danger. Amelia has to act fast to protect modern-day Paris. Whatever mysteries lurk deep within the sunken city.
Oh, that sounds cool.
Yeah, they I know, I always enjoy these ones, but yeah, they're not as good as when Artifex Mundi develops them themselves, but it's fairly good.
Alrighty.
It's 20% off now, so it's £9.11. But you can also get it in a bundle with the first game, and it's 43% off. So for both games, it's £10.46.
Yep, and $14.09 for both games, or $11.99 for just this game. So, all right. So for those looking for a new hidden object game, you got a deal. Our next title, well, I should say, our releases for starting in June 9th, Sunday, is Riverbond.
This looks absolutely adorable. The shoot and slash dungeon crawler with solo and couch co-op play set in a stunning voxel world. Reminds me a lot of Into the Gungeon, but with Minecraft-y graphics.
Mm-hmm. It's so cool looking. I do like the animation and for the trailer. It's so cool.
Oh my gosh, is that a donut with guns?
Good. This game gets me.
Yeah, this is a really cute game. It's made by Coco Cucumber. That's
Coco.
There's a frying pan and a spatula chef monster. It's like, what?
I am a little bit concerned for this game's sake, in that they just announced Minecraft Dungeons, so I'm hoping this one does, like, people don't think that this is like a ripoff of that, because it's clearly not. It just came out. Like, it's just, you know, two groups of devs had a similar idea, and this one definitely has a different aesthetic. It's really, really cute, and oh, they got 4-player co-op. Good.
Yeah, it doesn't look like there's online co-op. It looks like it is couch co-op.
Couch co-op?
Yeah. Yeah, local co-op.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you have to have friends in order to play it. All the reviews are in Russian, German, and Chinese. So... it is localized in English, but there's no voice acting, of course, so that makes it fairly easy.
I'll check Riverbond.
Bastion Kids there, and Shovel Knight is in it as well.
Yep. And they also have the guy from Guacamelee, so it looks like they got some licensing from other indie devs, which I've seen a lot on Steam, which is very, very cool.
Yeah.
I like that. Coco Cucumber has also developed Single Sitting Bundle. Oh, wait, maybe they just have one game in that. And they've developed Planet of the Eyes. So...
And that, which is a positive as well, so very positive, yeah.
Coco Cucumber. Sorry, I'm going to be stuck on that all day.
Yes, it's a great name. You definitely won't forget it. Yeah, so it's I would want to play it. It is $25 US though.
Yeah, it's a tad steep, but it looks so good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, how long does it say? The people that have been playing it. Longest is 10 hours.
Yeah, otherwise it's like 2 hours, half hour. There's not a lot of play behind it and of course no reviews I can actually read currently.
Yeah, and then I suppose unless you're playing co-op, which is something you can pick up again and again, it's like, you know, I don't know how much you're going to get out of it, really.
Yeah, with a single player experience, I mean, if you got a buddy and a couch, this looks awesome.
Yeah. Personally, I will probably add this to my wish list, but I'm not going to pick it up for now because I got a ton of games.
This would be something I'd love to watch someone play. But yes, it's a shame it's only local co-op. But yeah, otherwise, yeah, I'd love to play this with a few friends for sure. So yeah, if you're watching this, get that online co-op. Yeah.
Please.
Yes. Our next title is caught my eye for obvious reasons. It is CoderBear.
Puzzle platformer with educational programming aspects.
Yep.
By man
everyone wants.
Tenstead.
So
this is a Dewey Bear game.
Yep. So it's about, you're just a panda who codes, and as you interact with elements, you can change the scripts of those elements. There does seem to be a tutorial to it, so not entirely sure how it works, but it does seem that you type in commands that you learn as you go through the game. So
there are mouses in this game, Dewey.
Oh, there's mouse.
In this game.
It's mice.
But
yes.
You squished them though. You squished the mousies.
Oh no, Rhodey, look away, Rhodey, look away. No, Miss Rhodey, no.
You squish spiders too. Oh, and they use balloons as the bouncy.
Well, cool. Potentially you might be able to recode those.
Not true.
Yeah,
interesting.
It's giving me the Baba Is You vibes. In a really big way, but with actual coding and not just pushing blocks together.
Poor mouse. Oh, it looks like there's rabbits too, and he probably jumps on rabbits. A monster.
No. This looks really interesting. We're seeing a lot of these kind of coding games now, and the artwork is very very simple, but I still quite like it. I like the idea behind it is great. The design of the levels are great as well. Actually, I wonder how many levels are on this.
Yeah, I'm curious about the amount of time you're gonna get out of this one, because it feels like it's gonna be short. It's either that or the difficulty may ramp quick.
Yeah. I'm seeing 2 positive reviews with 0.9 hours. So yeah, it may not be particularly long.
And one with 0.4 hours. So yeah, it's gonna be super quick.
The game also won the Pinkest Panda Award and the Best Introduction to Coding Through the Medium of Large Clumsy Bears Award. From Daniel Linson, so I don't know how accredited that award is, but okay.
It's like my mom's favorite podcast award that was awarded to this podcast today because she found out I was on it.
Absolutely.
It's a very specific award. I like it.
It's very prestigious. I'll fight you.
Manje Tenstad. This is the first game by Manje Tenstad. I have no idea how to pronounce that. Magnus Den, I don't know. But yeah, this is our first game, so congrats. It looks adorable, and I will pick it up someday. It is $7. It is going for $7 US.
Yes, £5.19.
Yeah, so for about an hour of gameplay, I don't know if I would spend that much, but it's so cute though. I want to check it out.
I'm not putting it on my wish list. Like I already have while learning equals true, human resource machine. Like I've already got other hack.net. I have other games that kind of are filling that niche a little bit.
Right, yeah.
And while it's cute and reasonable, if I'm only maybe gonna get an hour out of it, no.
Yeah.
If it goes on
And it's not
sale,
gonna-
I'll probably pick it up.
No.
And it doesn't seem to be getting even an hour out of it.
Yeah.
So, and that's the thing. It's like,
Yeah. Our next title is Devolver Bootleg. So this was one of the games that were announced at E3, and they said that it's out now.
Yeah. And it's $5.
Yep.
8 original ripoffs of Devolver digital games. Pay money for it now. That's literally its description.
Yep.
From
And it's
Doink Soft.
just hilarious. They've got like Hotline Milwaukee, which is like an 8-bit Hotline Miami.
This is fantastic. 8-in-1 pack. It's $3.99 here, so cat game.
Into the Gun Dungeon. Shooty Boots. Shooty Boots.
Ape Out Junior.
I just like it. They made, you know, kind of the sort of stereotype of the Chinese bootleg of all these different games, and it's kind of neat.
Piku Piku Ball Stars, which also sounds like it might be a dirty movie. Sorry, family friendly.
Piku Niku is a really weird game. It's about like government conspiracies, so having it be that is kind of weird. But
Luff trousers.
Trousers.
This is so good.
Oh my god.
Enter the Gun Dungeon.
They all look really so interesting. There's one it looks like the cat game.
Mm-hmm.
No, I don't know. Yeah, it looks like the cat game. It looks kind of like Wonder Boy graphics. It reminds me of Wonder Boy, but yeah, It looks cool.
Yeah, even the little menu that they have for what game you select reminds me of what was it? NES, the Action 99, where it's like we've got 99 games on this thing, and half of them didn't work, and the others were just clones of each other.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah,
rough. But yeah, it's only $3.99. I do wonder how long each of these games are.
Yeah.
Okay.
Looking at like the hours played line, it's not that long on the recommend.
Yeah, I see 13 hours on some, but it could be like, I mean, how many games did they play? Did they play all of them? Did they just play some of them? I don't know.
Did they accidentally leave it up and walk away?
Yeah.
Someone says, so you're going to get 15 to 20 minutes of play out of each one, but some go into an endless mode, so you can grind up whatever scores you want. The games are as follows. But yeah, so that sounds...
So about 2.5 hours.
Yeah.
Okay, so about 2.5 hours. That's interesting. But yeah, kind of goes for the old school. It is $4.99. Definitely a conversation piece.
Yes.
But yeah, and it's made by a Dutch developer. So, our next title is Mushroom Cats from Monday, June 10th.
Kind and sweet game of the point-and-click genre about mushroom cats that live on the magical toadstool. Anatoly Loginsviker.
See, I was this game popped up on my Steam front page, and I was just like, "What is this? What is this?" It looks so strange, and not quite sure what you have to do. Just like find the hats, I think, and put them on the cats. Find the hats, put them on cats.
It's free to play, so I'm not going to argue.
Well, is this Anatolia's first game? Let me see. Oh, he's made a few others. He made Call of Fries. He made... Oh, that also came out on June 10th. So he released 2 games in June 10th.
Yeah. So Call of Fries is a comical fries simulator. Fun physical arcade with drawn graphics and excellent music. No blood, only ketchup.
Only ketchup. So it seems that he releases a free game, sometimes releases a free game and a paid game. So he released Frightened Beetles and Maryglade, which, I do kind of like. They're not the same game. It's like, here's one game to give you a taste of what I can develop, and here's another game that you can buy, but it's not the same game. So that's kind of neat. I don't like it when people post like a demo, and it's really just a demo, but it's free. And they don't mark it as a demo. But yeah, he's got quite a few games. So
And they all look crazy.
yeah.
Poor girl puzzle.
Anatoly Loginovsky. I think so.
Yeah, they don't look quite. When you just look at them, you're not sure what the objective is in them. So especially the Maryglade. That one is. Strange.
I don't see very long. I mean, this is a free game, but I see like 0.1 hours, 0.2 hours. The cats purr when you put a hat on them. Game of the year. Okay.
People seem to love this game, though. You've got 187 user reviews, and 97% of them are positive. So they're doing something right.
Well, you're making cats happy with hats. Like, where are you going wrong?
I guess he makes sort of meme comedy games, and folks eat it up. So good job. You found your niche.
Best 5 minutes, actually 4 I've spent in a while.
4 minutes.
4 minutes. So yeah, if you want a really, really short game, then this game's for you.
Not gonna make that joke. Okay, Tuesday, June 11th. Nightwolf survived the Megadome.
Guns, cars, lasers, and explosions. Nightwolf is a synth-themed, cyber-powered vehicular combat game in which you enter this dystopian future's most popular sports arena, the Megadome. Survive an onslaught by motorized enemies and dispatch them in style for the enjoyment of the crowd. By Cyberfoe.
Yeah, I have some serious narration envy. My word, that was good.
Oh, my apologies. I don't want to give anyone envy. Here, I can read it. Guns, cars, and lasers and explosions.
No. Back to the radio voice.
Nightwolf is a synth-themed, cyber-powered vehicular combat game in which you enter this dystopian. Stop now.
Okay.
It looks like what do you call it? That Arnold Schwarzenegger film, The Running Man. It kind of looks like that.
Yeah.
That sort of style and everything.
They're definitely doing like, hey, we remember the 80s, don't you?
Yes.
Yeah, kind of a mix of Twisted Metal and Vigilante 8. Most of the world's got that's all I got.
I like how this game is set in 2014 because it's clearly like oh, this was made in the 80s. Future. But it's 2014, and we're already past 2014.
So we got flying car, and like it looks like the main car. Well, at least on the images that they have, the main car is a rip-off DeLorean.
Yeah.
So very 80s right there.
Yeah.
And more 80s stuff, more 80s into it. Yes.
Yeah, and there are multiple cars you can get, but there is no online multiplayer. So all your enemies are NPCs.
Okay.
So no online function.
I know, like, I feel like this game could really use it. It would be like Twisted Metal.
Oh, wow. Yeah, Brownest of Bears, bless you. That is the best description. It's Twisted Metal Blood Dragon.
Yes.
The Far Cry Blood Dragon. Oh, yeah. That perfect.
Us bears have, we're in sync. We know what each other's thinking.
You don't want to be in sync with him.
So yeah, this has just come out of early access then. So yeah, it's it looks great. It looks great.
If only it wasn't single player.
Yeah, true. Yeah, you could adding an extra mode just adds a completely different dimension to it, and yeah, they should have done that. But yeah, it's £10.29.
Yep. It is $13 US. And it is by Cyberpha. I think it's like Cyberpha, like, you know, the noodles. I don't know.
Yeah.
He doesn't have it translated to Vietnamese, so maybe not. Maybe it's Cyberpho. but yeah, that's.
And then he'll just
really
get corrected whenever he goes to a gaming convention. It's like Cyberpho. It's like no, it's Cyberpho. It's like, yeah, but you spelled it pho.
Yeah, it's a pretty good job. So it is their first game out. Good job on that. I wish it had more game modes.
Yeah, 35 user reviews and 94% of them are positive. So you know,
hard to go wrong there.
Needs more Hasselhoff.
Everything needs more Hasselhoff. Our next title is from Friday, June 14th, and it is Diggerman.
Okay, I'll do it. Dig for the love, for fame, money. Fast arcade digging game with story, treasures, and boss fight. And not a boss fight, just end boss fight. Let's dig together. Let's find some treasures. Let's put them on the ground and make some money.
This game reminds me of some really old games I played on
Diagonal Dig Dug. Yeah, totally agree.
Yeah, there was some really old Digger game I played. Was it the Windows 95? My word, it was an old game. But this is really reminding me of that.
Oh, I think... Go ahead,
This has reminded me of a recent point-and-click game that I completed, and it had a digger mini game in it, and it's just like this, and it has a sort of same things. You know, there's this, your monsters or rocks come after you or try to squash you, and there's spider webs that prevent you from going through it or something. So yeah, but I didn't like it, but I'm sure some people would love this.
Yeah, 100% Dig Dug.
Yep. It is going for $4.50 US.
So yeah, 10% off right now, so it's £3.59.
Features include ultimate digging experience, a storyline, the end, treasures, boss fight, and much love. Tons of workers to hire, two buttons mining, battery upgrades, huge angry mole, 5 worlds, surprising obstacles and traps, and passive income, but not in bitcoins.
Good to know.
So yeah.
Someone's got nearly 3 hours on it, so 2.7 hours. They say dope game, and they put the video on there. So if you wanted to watch someone play it, or you know, might even want to check it out yourself, definitely look on the review page of this.
Let's see, Digital Melody. What else have they worked on? Oh wow, they've worked on a lot of games. My word, Timberman, Diggerman, Surfingers, Risky Rescue.
Man.
Timberman versus Timber Tennis. Find the balance. Oh, they have a theme. Yep.
Yeah, that's okay. It's branding.
Yep. It's really cute. It's really cute. My word.
You're really cute.
Oh my gosh, stop it. Okay. Our next title is The Spy Who Shrunk Me.
The Spy Who Shrunk Me is a stealth game where you're a super spy armed with a shrink ray, even though that feels more villainy. Shrink enemies and feed them to paper shredders, or shrink yourself to get past enemies. Sneak in 1980s Moscow and sabotage operations in a stealth game unlike any other.
You're kind of a psychopath in this game. Yeah. It's...
I've been watching the trailer a little bit and just keep seeing people get thrown into paper shredders, and it looks amazing.
Yeah.
Like in a terrible way. Like
terrible.
This I quicked wish list on this so fast.
Although the person right at the beginning, you shrink while he's on the toilet, and of course he falls down in the toilet, and wow, it's just like, what a way to die.
Yep.
Agent Audrey Smooth Spy is who you're playing as.
Yes. The title sounds like the title of a piece of fetish art and DeviantArt, as got the sweep sets. I will not
I'm in love
inquire.
with it. Oh, and it's VR compatible as well.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you don't have to play it in VR, but you can.
Inspired by Ant-Man and Austin Powers, while being a gigantic love letter to the legendary No One Lives Forever series of games. Oh, yes.
Yes.
Yeah,
Sorry,
this one. This has just come out of early access.
Mhm.
So I had this on follow for a while because it just looks great. And again, it's not something that I probably would play myself because I'm not really into stealth games, but I just love. I would just really love to watch someone play this because it seems so funny. But yeah,
I legit might stream this because
oh,
I'm in love with this right now. Like, I don't know if you give like the top game of the week or anything like that, but this is already my front. This is totally my front runner right now. Like, my God.
Yeah.
And of course, when you throw bananas at people, of course they slip
Mm-hmm.
up. Yeah, that's a real life thing. Absolutely.
The developers are Catland, and they have also developed a game, Tap House, which has Tap House VR, which I think is just a VR game, and I guess you run a bar in VR. Yeah, you are a bartender. Run your own tap house, give drunk dwarves their fill of delicious ale, or drench the bunch by mixing delicious cocktails. Everything around the counter is yours to mess with, including your paying customers. Okay, then.
I like it.
But yeah, this is £11.99.
Yeah.
It looks like anywhere between an hour and a half and 7 hours.
Yeah, I think 7 hours is probably the upper end of it. It comes out to about a penny shy of $15. So yeah, that is The Spy Who Shrunk Me, which looks super fun. We've known about it. I think it came out in early access in January, if I remember correctly, or February, something like that. But yeah. So our next title.
No, it came out in like this week.
Oh no! I mean it came out in early access.
In
I don't know if I said of or not. Yeah, it came out in early access.
You did. Rhodey's just not paying attention.
Oh, okay. All right. Our next title is Blaster Master Zero.
Mutant scum never learn. Blaster Master Zero makes its Steam debut. Blaster Master Zero is an 8-bit style top-down and side-view 2D action-adventure game that harkens back to the golden age of the NES. The game features new gameplay elements such as improved gameplay. I'm already going to argue in this description. I'll finish it in a more robust scenario. No, you don't say new gameplay elements such as improved gameplay. No. I have a problem with this game already.
Yeah. So this game, originally it was kind of on my not going to be on the list, but Rhodey Pie brought it up to me, and then I did finally go, because when I first saw the first half of the trailer, I was like, this doesn't look anything impressive. But then the further you go, you start to see that there's more than just one sort of environment. Like there's different views, there's different situations that you end up in, and it seems to have quite a variety of different gameplay. But yes, the description is clearly a poorly translated and weirdly written advertisement.
Yeah.
Yep.
Sorry.
Yeah. Again, it's not something that I would play, but it did look like it has a lot of elements in it. The artwork is a bit slightly crunchy, but it's still pretty good as well.
It feels like muddy Mega Man X.
Yeah,
is probably my best way of wording this so far. Is just a muddier version of Mega Man X. But the vehicular gameplay, the on foot missions, like I was watching a little bit in the trailer for the vehicular like boss fight that they had going on. That looked awesome. Like, but yeah, that's all I had. Sorry.
Yep.
Yeah, it looks great. It looks great. This is 10% off right now, so it's £8.09. It's already got some like DLC for it. Like you can get Shovel Knight character and Dante. So for both those DLCs, it's like £3.58. How long is the game?
A really good question.
Yeah. I think it's at max it's 14 hours.
Someone says very short, 4 to 6 hours. So depending on your skills.
4 to 6 hours. Okay.
Yeah, and if you want to 100% it, so.
All right.
Yeah.
They've also made these developers also made Bloodstained Curse of the Moon, Mighty Gunvolt. Yeah. So they've had games on Steam before. This is just their latest title. Do you believe they are out of Japan? Yes, the Japanese independent game developer.
Right.
So, yep. That is Master Blaster Zero. And it goes for $8.99 US. Our next title is... Sorry?
Oh, no, I was going to say, and the DLC on the US side was like $1.99 each.
$1.99? Oh, so it's £3 in the UK?
Yeah.
That's weird.
£3.58 for both.
Oh, for both. Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Because it was $3.98 here for both. Sorry, right. I was going individually.
All right. So, Ritual Sorcerer Angel.
Watch the gameplay itself, cast magic spells, and watch the mayhem unfold in chaotic and unpredictable ways.
So when you first hear the description, it seems kind of like it's an idle game, but it seems to be that once you set an emotion, it's kind of like those DVD screensavers where you're kind of bouncing around. And so you can cast spells while you're doing that. So it's a little less than idle, but yeah, it does seem a little bit, unless you change the direction, he's just going to keep going until he hits something. So, kind of interesting.
It's really, it's kill the cult.
Kill the god, kill the cult. And it does have New Game Plus.
Yeah, it's a very weird title, but it seems it's very customizable for how your spells work and how your movement functions. So there's a lot of neat things that you can do with the screen, and that's actually pretty darn cool. There's also a lot of colors, so I could see yourself very easily finding, like, where is my character?
Yeah, even watching the trailer, I was running into that a lot of, like, where are you?
Yeah. Yeah, the screen's just too busy. I couldn't keep up with this.
And I mean, at least it does say chaotic right in the description. So.
That's true.
That it definitely fits that bill. It looks like it's about up to 3 hours long. This is not an action RPG; it's a pinball game. Okay, that's probably a good way to describe it. A pinball game. So
it comes in at $9.99 US.
That's £8.49.
Right, and so that is Ritual Sorcerer Angel, and we are now to our final game of the week, and it is Friday, June 14th, Chippy.
Chippy is a twin-stick bullet hell shooter. Chip apart destructible bosses, pixel by pixel.
So yeah, this is actually pretty interesting. The thing is, when it comes to indie devs, twin-stick shooters are not a very hard game to make. So I generally don't talk about them very much, but this one has some sort of neat mechanics. As you destroy the enemy, you're literally tearing them apart, so that's kind of neat. It's got a decent minimalist art style, where it's just kind of... Oh no! Why are you Batman? Okay. The RadioTom's doing something to me. I don't know what, but... Chippy.
Huh?
What are you doing? Okay. All right. But yeah, it looks like it's about upwards of 14 hours. But
at about 13:49, Injustice.
Oh my gosh, 13:49.
Yeah, it's
Oh my
10%
gosh.
off right now. So it's £10.25.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I really like the artwork and the just the graphics, and I like that you've got this one big enemy that you're trying to cut through. But I think you're right about indie development. I always find that either they focus on like the art style and like there'll just be kind of one mechanic that is the main focus of the game, and so it's just sort of very simplistic and you're just blown away by like visuals or something. But yeah, I would like to see more in-depth indie games. Oh, really? But yeah.
Okay. Yeah, it's got nice chiptune music too. So the plus for that. Justice for $13.49.
Justice.
Oh, weird. Okay. So
Also, that mask really doesn't fit.
No. This is developed by Face Punch Studios. Clatter. They made Clatter. They made Rust. Oh.
Wow.
Okay. I didn't expect that. Gary's Mod and Chunks.
Huh.
Interesting.
Okay. They never make the same game twice. My word. So this list of games is nothing like it. But yeah, when I first saw this game, I was kind of like, but it does bring something a little different to the twin stick shooter genre. So
yeah,
it is very pretty. Yeah. Sorry.
Now that I can actually, no, you're fine. Now that I can actually see it and not trying to look through a really dumb gimmick, visually it looks really cool.
Yeah.
I'm running into the price point issue again of like, all right, $15 maybe, but I mean they also have a lot of other games so it feels like this is gonna be a good game, like a good quality with what they've made before. So 15 is actually kind of fair. Now that I think about it a little more, but
I don't know. I hear what you're saying, definitely, but it's like I feel like it's kind of like one mechanic again, and you just blown. The visuals are very nice, and it's done very well with that. But I want more. I want them to do a bit more with it.
Yep.
In the midnight hour, she wanted more.
God. Okay. Next is we have a special section that we started up every week, and it is Rhodey's List of Horrors. So we talked about all the horrors.
Oh, I was like, wow, this is going to be interesting.
I'm a very bad with rhotic sounds, but so we have the list of so we dig through the release list so that you don't have to. But here's some games that stood out among the really bad titles that we didn't talk about. So
I'm really scared.
This week, I wanted to pick games that kind of look a bit crunchy. So judge them as you see fit. So this is the first game. I'll put it in the chat.
Mock Super Space. No, let me see. Copy. There we go. Mock Super Space Taxi.
Fragile spaceship through dangerous caverns, hand drawn from easy to super tricky in 5 worlds.
So it's not like particularly bad or anything like that. It's just I have this thing where should this game be on Steam or should it belong on itch.io or something like that more so. And it is like $3.99 as well. And we spoke about this with Affinity Chris and saying definitely devs should charge for their work, but I think you've got to be realistic about how much you're going to be charging for something like this. Like for £1, that's fair. But you're looking at the competition. Sorry, TheRadioTom.
No. I keep jumping in. I'm sorry about that. This feels like something that would almost work better on like a mobile than it maybe does for PC. Where you're saying for like a pound or like the 99-cent dollar game over here, or even as a freebie to get the name out, which it's super rough because of course developers they need to make some money to try to continue. But oh yeah, no, Brown Boar's got a good point. Android store for free but have ads is kind of how this might work a little better.
I mean, at the end of the trailer, it shows that it's it is available on tablet and mobile. So it's like, yeah, okay, but why put it on Steam? I think I think
for $5 too.
That's that's I really think you need to think about how you budget these games to the general public.
The hand-drawn aesthetic is kind of nice, but yeah, this is more of a like I would be putting this on like the sort of Flash games category, sort of a practice game.
Yeah,
but
something on like Congregate or something like that, or
exactly. Because I have no problem with this game, but I just don't think it belongs on Steam. I think it belongs on these other platforms instead.
5 different planets to explore and 45 levels, so not bad. Go ahead.
Requires agreement to third-party EU LA for this, which has me super curious what that end-user license agreement for this game would be.
Wow.
Okay.
Are we ready for our next?
Yeah.
Okay, I don't know if this is one word or 2 words, but I'll just put it there.
Warhead. All right.
Is it like the candy?
Yeah, the really sour candy, maybe.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Man sent to exile gets his memory erased by God after a bad trauma happened. Survive, craft, and fight your way back to the Empire.
Ugh. This is crunchy.
Hopefully.
Yeah. Crunchy is what we're going for. I mean, the last game, there have been games that we've liked that use that kind of pencil drawn art style, but I felt that one was a bit more crunchy than others.
Yeah, and it didn't bring anything mechanically new. This one, that UI looks like it was made in paint.
And they shroud everything in the trailer, so they've got this sort of black halo around it, so you can't really see what it is in the first trailer.
Yeah.
The trailer actually looks awesome. The rest not so much.
Nope. Ugh. My word. Nope. This is like rust in like paint. So I would pass. It is made by Mibly. Is this their first title? Yeah, this is their first title. And the art is the art for the title is so misleading.
Yeah,
absolutely. Because I was expecting almost like a first-person shooter MOBA-ish sort of thing when I saw the art originally. Like, oh, hey, this has oh, Brody, what have you done to me? This is what happened when I clicked in on it. Like, you gotta take me out to dinner first. Like, was the experience I just had looking at this.
Yeah.
And they're charging £7.19 for it.
$10. Yeah. Oh, it's $10 over here. No.
Yeah. No. Nope.
And in some of the screenshots I've seen here, it looks like there's no like background or anything, and it looks like there's no like perspective in the drawings either. It's really weird.
Oh, I keep watching this trailer and it just
Yeah, it's pretty bad. Ugh. Okay.
And this is it. If it's like your first game ever sort of thing, don't put it on Steam.
No. It's another case of like, Congregate anywhere to like put it out there, maybe get some advice from others.
Yeah, absolutely.
I know a lot of games that did just that, and you know what, the developers were able to develop their skills and such without building a negative reputation on a major platform. So
yeah.
Oh wow, yeah. I'm looking at the first review, and it's like, yeah.
There's a review. There's a review.
Oh,
I didn't
there's a
see
few.
There's a few reviews.
Because it says at the top, says no reviews. It's like, wow.
Mm-hmm.
So this was in early access, but now it's out of early access. It's like, wow, really?
Mm-hmm.
Someone gave it positive. Good idea for your game.
Brownest of Bears said, first semester game development student that dropped out because no one person said they were good. That's what I see.
That's actually right. I like that.
Yeah.
Someone gave it a thumbs up, but then gave it a 0 out of 10. Would not recommend.
Miss Quick?
I want to give. Yeah, I want to give them like a review of like 0 out of 10. Don't know how to use thumbs.
Yeah. All right. So, do you have another one?
Yes, I have one more.
Oh no.
So.
Oh.
Cannibal Chickens.
Okay, the title is winning.
Yeah.
Great title.
Oh no. Even chickens love chicken. A feeding frenzy for up to 4 players. Straightforward play for casual and hardcore gamers alike. By Angry Fist Games. I'm not going to go any more near that one.
And its developer is Andrew Simpson, and he got published.
Somehow.
By Angry Fist Games.
There's a problem that you see a lot of these kind of games, you know what I mean, when you've got those sort of platforms and but it just looks terrible. It looks terrible and yeah,
it's like someone wanted to do their own version of Duck Game. Or like Move or Die or something like that.
Yeah, this is another thing where it's not a sellable product. It's a product you put up for free to get some criticism and like, hey, I'm learning how to do this. And that way you don't establish a reputation like anywhere. It's just you're learning from it and you can keep on improving and you can end up getting a following of people like, oh, hey, played this first game, it was really crunchy, but the next game is less crunchy, and and then eventually get to the point where you're able to release on Steam, and that's really cool. But when you just release on Steam like this, like, unless you take this down, like, folks are not going to have a positive view of your development.
No, could you imagine like him applying to like a bigger place in the future, and they look him up in any way and see this? It's like, no.
Someone gave it a thumbs up and said, "How does the game start?" The developer has answered. So you will need at least 2 to 4 players to play, and all participants must have selected a chicken. Then press start to go to stage select. All players will be added in a future patch. What?
Oh my gosh.
So it's not even a single player game.
It's
just pure multiplayer.
So yeah, on the side it does say multiplayer. There is no single player on the little side info panel here.
Yeah.
Multiplayer, local multiplayer, full controller support, but it's requires controller in order to play. Oh boy.
Okay. All right. Let's bring it back.
It's 10% off, and it's £3.59 for this.
£4.49 US. All right.
Hey, but it's on a special promotion for another 44 hours, so jump in for Cannibal Chickens.
Yeah.
You too can be the proud owner of this game for $4.49, or you could spend that $5 on a $5 meal deal anywhere else.
Yep. So let's roll this back and not jump too far into the negativity. Let's talk about what was the best of the list now that we've gotten that out of our system. Let's end on a high note. Ugh.
Cannibal Chickens.
No.
Best of the list. It brought out the worst of me. It wins. It wins. No, I'm sorry.
Best of the list. What about you, Brody? What was your favorite of the list?
I think the weirdness of Mushroom Cats won me
Mushroom
over.
Cats?
Or The Spy Who Shrunk Me. I want to see something like that.
Mushroom Cats, oh, the Spy Who Shrunk Me. Yep. Yeah, Mushroom Cat's definitely, it's just cute. It's weird, and it's free, so check it out. Yeah. The Spy Who Shrunk Me. I think for Tom, this was one that really stood out to you as well, yeah?
Yeah, no, 100%. I went into it that game after looking for it, saying it was already the top of my list before I realized we do the best of the list part. Mm-hmm. And after our last few games, it's still standing above and beyond of like, holy crap, this looks so much fun. I really actually want to stream this game now because it looks so fun. But Mushroom Cats is still adorable because you get to put hats on cats.
Yes. Oh, I missed that part of the big on the trailer where there's a small man running on a hamster wheel.
Oh, yeah.
Awesome.
Probably for me, Riverbond is probably the one that I like the most. You know, with all those.
Oh yeah.
If it was just a little less expensive, then I'd be right there with you.
I would definitely get this before the Minecraft Dungeons. Yeah. Like, I don't know, this one just speaks to me a lot more than Minecraft Dungeons does.
And it's also available now, which also helps.
From Coco Cucumber. All right.
Coco Cucumber.
Whoops. Now, before, I guess it's just about time to wrap it up. So, RadioTom, let us know where people can find you.
In my mom's house. I mean, right now, trapped in Dewey's basement where I'm being held hostage. I'm here against my will. I've been trying to blink twice to say, yes, I'm not here. My own account. No. Thank you all for having me. Of course, you can find me. Twitch.tv/TheRadioTom, over on Twitter at TheRadioTom1. It's the number 1 because apparently there must have been another RadioTom that didn't have a number before it, which really bothers me greatly. But yeah, otherwise at my mom's house.
Yep.
That's where you can find me.
Yeehaw. Yay.
What about you, Brody?
Oh, one day I'll stream. I'll get back. I'll be back to streaming. I've got like, I think I've got like 2 weeks left of work before we break for the summer. So I'll probably be more energized to stream then. So but yeah, you can find me on Twitch TV/RoadiePie, and I usually stream Tuesdays and Thursdays.
Yep. And I'm the host, Dewey Bear, and I'll be streaming sometime, hopefully this next week. Work's been weird lately. Hopefully it becomes less weird, so I'll be able to stream again.
Good weird?
I mean, it's not bad weird, but yeah, we've had like corporate stuff going on and big wigs coming by. So it's just a lot of stuff happening this last week, which hopefully this next week will get back to normal, provided this earache stops. But so I'm gonna go take some more drugs for that. And hopefully feel better soon.
Feel better, buddy.
But yeah, you can find me at twitch.tv/DeweyBear. Of course, you're watching that right here. I'm also on Twitter, and that's where you'll find most announcements about the channel. So, all right. With that, just gonna say goodbye to YouTube, and then we're gonna find someone to host on Twitch.
Yeah, don't forget to like, subscribe, and of course comment. We always read your comments, and we love receiving them.
Absolutely.